All right. Oh, this thing is joined here. Okay. Quickly check that. Okay. All right. So let me play something.
My best self, my highest potentiality. I actualize my genetic superior, highest excellence. I commit myself to supreme greatness. I exemplify greatness. I exemplify the highest ideals. I attain to the absolute highest. I consecrate myself to my highest self. I attain to the absolute best. I radiate brilliance. I embody brilliance. I embody excellence. I am outstanding. I am excellent. My life is a monument to exceptional greatness. I am great and growing greater. Everything is improving for me. Higher and higher apexes of outstanding greatness. Inside and outside, I demonstrate excellence, dignity, nobleness of character, greatness. I am living at the pinnacle of greatness. I exude excellence in all that I do. I possess infinite potential, infinite power.
Okay, 1 minute.
I possess infinite potential, infinite power. My life is greatness personified. My life is greatness personified. My success is increasing. My wealth is increasing. I am increasing with every excellence. Greater and greater, better and better, higher and higher. This is outstanding. I love life. Everything I touch is gold. Superior successes. Exceptional excellence.
All right, people, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate, and like I would say, I do not take it for granted. Thank you very much. So from day 1 to day 4, okay, so just we are rounding up everything by Friday. So, and then this will also make me to also say this, that please, we'll be doing LinkedIn optimization. So I want to believe that all of you that are here, you have your LinkedIn account ready, or you have LinkedIn account. Is anybody here that don't have a LinkedIn account? You are here and you don't have a LinkedIn account? Anyone?
I don't think so, sir. I, I have my own LinkedIn account.
Oh, awesome. All right. Okay. So please. So we'll be doing LinkedIn optimization. So part of what we are learning is not just to be here, but also to catch up. So now what I intend to do is anybody that passed through my training is going to learn and is not just going to learn, but also he or she is going to get get prepared for job. Okay, we don't have a job on the table, but then we have a way of you looking and preparing yourself for job offers. All right, so our training is not just we give you a practical process. Okay, you build. All right, so please stick around and let's see how from now till Friday, let's see what we can do together. And for my 12 weeks, I've given you discount. If you are interested, just a DM. If you are on YouTube or Instagram hearing me right now, you can drop a comment and I will be in your DM to share the link with you. Thank you so much. All right, without wasting much time, let's delve into it. So right now we're going to talk about data science, data visualization, how to tell stories with numbers. Okay, and what I want you to know is that visual storytelling, it changes how you communicate your data. Okay, yeah. So from what I have here, approximately 65% of people are visual learners. What does this mean? It means people that learn and absorb things, want to see how it look like, how does it work. Okay, how this thing I want to do, how is it done. So some persons like theory, some like practical, some like to see others doing it so that they can follow the same step. All right, so about 65% of people are visual learners, so they want to see how it is done and follow the same step and to actualize the same thing. Okay, so data visualization connect complex and understanding, making insight accessible to everyone. All right, so you can't say you are visualizing data and you are showing them your backend code. No. Okay, so that is the essence of this class tonight. So this presentation is for newbies in the you are new to data science, you want to learn data science, you want to become a data analyst, and you want to understand core concept. That is why we are here tonight. All right, so let's proceed. So why are we even talking about data visualization? Why does it matter? So like we said, so 65% of people are visual learners, and visual storytelling, it transforms data communication. It transforms how you communicate data. Let's take, for example, your company is doing a presentation, or they ask you to do something and present it. You will not be telling them how the code works. You are telling them how what they are seeing on your dashboard, what it communicates. Okay, so data science allow us to tell stories with what? With data, to communicate with data. Then number two is like we said, 65% of people are visual learners, so you just have to visualize your data. Don't tell stories. Don't tell how the library you use and how the library is whatever it be the story you want to tell from your backend. It shouldn't be. Tell stories with the numbers. Okay, so let that be part of what you will do as a data analyst. Okay, then data visualization, it connects complexity and understanding, making insight accessible to everyone. So whether you are a technical person or you are a non-technical person, managerial role, whatever be your role, the data visualization allow you to connect with everybody. All right, so the role of a data science, a data analyst, is very, very important in every business, in every industry. Okay, so you are going to communicate to a large group of people who are technical, non-technical, in managerial role. Okay, so they are not interested in your technical jargon. They want to see numbers and what that number mean. Is it what's the ROI, what's what's the return on investment, what's the opportunity. So they want to see what that number is saying. So data visualization connect complexity and understanding, making insight accessible to everyone. And lastly, another important reason we are talking about data visualization is that it helps you. Okay, so now as you are seeing what I'm doing here, okay, this presentation I'm doing right now makes you understand what I am saying. Okay, so it's not just me talking and you're just seeing my face. Okay, so I wanted you to see it. That's why I created this slide. All right, so this is what we mean when we talk about what data visualization. So it's very key. It's very key. So remember that you can stop me at any moment, any point, and then ask question if you have any. Okay, so let's proceed. Then what are types of data visualization? There are different types of data visualization. We have bar charts. Okay, so these bar charts are great for comparing different categories. All right, when you are comparing category, let's take for example, you want to show how traffic to a particular website is the traffic to where the particular website, for example. Okay, so you have your bar chart, you're showing the location and the percentage of people that are coming from that location. Another one, you will have another category of people. So it shows the bar chart help you to compare different category. Okay, when visualizing your data. Okay, all right. Then we have line graphs. Line graphs are useful for tracking trends over time. Okay, so take for example, if you have ever used Google Trends or okay, was it okay? Sorry, it wasn't in this class. All right, so line graph is the one that you see. I think I did that graph here. Okay, it's not here. Oh shit. Okay, it's not here. I thought it's here. Okay, so line graph is useful for tracking trends. So that line you always see on top of that line, that is anytime you see anything related to data. Okay, that is what we call line graph. Okay, okay, so that's what we call a line graph, and it helps you to keep track of trends over time. Then we have pie chart, which display proportions and percentages. Okay, so pie chart display proportions and what percentages. Then we have heat maps, which reveal complex data relationships and patterns. Complex what? Complex data relationships and patterns. So when you are dealing with complex data and how they relate to one another, and the patterns over time, the patterns that have come out of that relationship, you want to explain it or to visualize it. That is where heat maps comes in. All right, then we have scatter plots that will help you to analyze correlation between variables. Okay, it allows you to what? To analyze correlation between variables. Right, now I want to know if I am not just talking to myself. Anybody listening to what I'm saying? Anybody with me? Say hi.
Yes, I'm following.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, then after that we now talk about how to choose the right chart. Now for you to choose a right chart, there are certain things that you must look out for. Okay, there are certain things that you must look out for. So you have to match the type of visualization to the data you present. Okay, so the type of visualization you are going to present will determine what you are going to use. Okay, so you consider the target audience data literacy. That's one of the key things. Okay, you consider the target audience data literacy, okay. So what we are saying here is, do they understand what data means? Okay, do they understand what data means? If they understand, how well do they understand it? Take for example, you are going to speak to people in the bank. Every day they deal with numbers. So what are you now going to tell them? So, and then what if you are going to take you are going to talk to corporate executives, all right? What are you, how do you present your data? Or you are going to talk to people, agricultural farmers, and you are going to present data. How do you bring this? So people in corporate world, or people working in financial institutions, people working in industrial sectors, these are different categories of people. Let me quickly add this person. Us, yeah. Oh, okay, you join back. Okay, so when you are going to talk to people in what? When you are going to talk to people, you must understand their level of literacy. Okay, their level of literacy is what will help you to communicate well with them. Like I was giving an instance. So if you are going to talk to farmers, how you will visualize your data and then meet them will be different from when you are talking to people in the bank. All right, then you have to highlight key insight by using effective design. Use effective design. Don't just know how to combine colors. All right, know how to combine colors. Let me tell you one interesting thing. When I did not understand coloring. I did not know how to combine colors. But how did I learn? I learned through programming. While learning front-end engineering, we were told that I need to understand coloring. Okay, so and one of the principles is you must not use a dark color on a dark color. You must use a bright color on a dark color, or dark color on a bright color. Don't you ever use a dark color on what? On a dark color. You use a dark color on a bright color. Okay, so have that in mind. It's one of the things that you must learn. Okay, so as a data engineer, you must always highlight key insight by using effective design. So your design must communicate well. Yes. Okay, so by using effective design principle, you will be able to communicate well. Then simplify any complex information to create understanding. All right, simplify any complex information to create understanding. This is very, very what? This is very, very key. Okay, I think somebody came on, was it on Twitter or one of the social media, I can't remember where I saw it, where she was trying to explain. She is into data analysis, and then she was presenting data, and she couldn't separate who she was talking to and the complexity of the data she was explaining. Okay, so she was talking with a corporate executive, but was calling numbers here and there that their head was she started entertaining too many questions that she was not ready for. So simplify any complex information to create understanding. Don't just use any kind of a number that come your head, or any kind of design or coloring that come your head. So just know. Now there is what you call color psychology of color. Okay, if I may ask, does any of you know why the food, any food restaurant yes, always have yellow is it yellow color now? Yes. Okay, yeah, have yellow color. There are different colors communicate different things, so you must understand color psychology. It will help you a long way. So avoid visual elements that are overwhelming or distracting. Okay, so just like I'm saying, understand coloring. So any visual element that makes that is overwhelming and very distracting will make you to confuse your audience. All right, if you don't understand all I've said, I will say it again in simple terms. In number one thing, that when you are going to choose the chart that you will use to communicate to your to visualize your data, is you must know your target audience. Do they understand numbers? Are they data literate? Okay, if they are data literate, so you must have that in mind. Then highlight key insight by using effective design principles. Okay, there are design principles. So understand design principles, Then simplify any complex information to create understanding. So don't say things that will bring in too many questions and too many things that you are not ready for. Then avoid visual elements that are overwhelming or distracting. Alright, so avoid visual elements that are what? Overwhelming or distracting. So this way you'll be able to communicate well and carry everybody along. Okay, so if you are joining me on YouTube or Instagram right now, please drop a comment that you understand what I'm saying. Okay, I think somebody is there to check your questions, so I should be able to see them during when I'm taking questions. Yeah, then let's talk about design principles for effective visualization. Okay, design principles. So use color strategically. Use color strategically to increase clarity. Okay, so know where to use red, know where to use green, know where to use yellow. No, understand colors, color strategically. Just like I talk about color psychology, understand it. Okay, because it helps you increase your clarity. Then maintain a clean minimalist design in your visualizations. All right, so your visualization should be clean, minimal. Okay, your visualization design should be clean and minimal, so that people can understand what they are saying and how it communicates to them. Okay, all right, so you must choose the design that is minimal and is clean. So don't just combine different colors together and be confusing people. So even while they are interested to understand what you are saying or what you are saying look correct, the color and the design is distracting them. So don't go into that pitfall. All right, so then ensure your data is completely accurate and reliable. Okay, let me ship in this. When I came to Lagos in 2021, I worked with this old man he was a radio presenter before now. So every time he asked me to do subscription, he will ask me how much data was there, how much electricity unit was there before I bought a new one, and later he will come back and ask me again, how much did we use today? I didn't understand what he was saying. I couldn't fathom why he keep asking me, until one day when I was learning programming and I was now coming across data and how to measure what comes in, what goes out, and how to manage available resources. And I was like, what? So this is what this man was telling me. So your data must be accurate and must be reliable. Okay, don't just call figures, don't just assume. If the figure is, let's say for example, you are having a figure that is 120, or let's say 125,200, then you now say approximately 135 or be 130 or 126. No, give it accurately and let it be reliable. The number you call must be accurate and reliable. So don't just assume numbers. All right, it's very, very critical, especially if you are dealing with my people like my boss, who can remember the number of units you have last week and last month and can compare it to the current one that you just buy. Okay, so you just bought. So you must understand numbers. You must understand numbers and be accurate and let it be reliable. Then create intuitive visual hierarchies for the audience. Okay, the visual that you create should be hierarchy. What does it mean? It means it should be what do I say, from top. Yeah, hierarchy means top to bottom. Okay, so the first, the second, the third, the fourth, up to wherever you are ending in. So there should be hierarchy. Okay, so you should create intuitive visual hierarchies for your audience. Okay, and use consistent scaling and proportion in your chart and graph. Use consistent scaling and proportion in charts and graphs. This is very, very important. Okay, again, your audience. All right, so you don't get into confusing them and yourself. Then, what are the tools you use for data visualization? All right, so now Excel, you can use Excel for basic charting and quick analysis. All right, I thought I moved this thing to next. Anyway, just pardon it. It shouldn't be together like this. All right, so Excel for basic charting and what, quick analysis. So you can use Excel, and it should be for basic charting and what, quick analysis. All right, if you are good in Excel, you can do that quickly. That is if you have a time limit. Okay, then you can also use a Tableau for advanced. Okay, Tableau is what is used for advanced. Then interactive visualization. Then we have a Power BI for creating dynamic shareable dashboards. Okay, then R and Python for creating completely custom graphs. Okay, so now for me, for example, I am not good at using Excel for basic charting. I've not even tried a Tableau before, but I've tried Excel a little bit. Then I've not tried a Power BI before, but I've tried R and Python to create a complete custom graphics before. Okay, so when choosing the tools for your data visualization, consider the tools that you are familiar with, you are good at. Don't just assume I can do it now. I am being sincere with you now that I've never used Tableau, I've never used Power BI. Okay, but I've used Python before. Okay, R was just a trial, but Python is my call. All right, so you must know the tools that you are good at and be sincere with it. See, sincerity counts. Just be sincere. All right, please, any question? Are you following? If you are following, say I am following. Let me know you are following me. Yes, who is there?
I am following.
All right,
I am following.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see. So since okay, all right, so let's continue. I just want to see what's happening on the online, to see if there are comments and stuff. But then let's go since they are still loading. All right, then we have the common mistake that people made when it comes to visualization, and you must avoid this mistake at all costs. All right.
So sorry,
Yes.
I wanted to ask.
Sure.
I've been having this query, right? So if you use SQL, should you also use Python? What is the advantage of SQL and what is the advantage of Python? Is it the same thing? Because I feel like it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, so when you say SQL, it's a query language. Okay, do you know the full meaning of SQL or SQL is structured query language. A structured query language is used to query the database. When you want to fetch data from the database, or you want to see the information available in the database, you use SQL. All right, who is joining? Oh God, what? Are you serious right now? Sorry. L is I'm coming. Oh damn it. Where are we? Friends. Somebody is joining, right? Or somebody just went and came back. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Oh damn it. I wasn't expecting this. The display on Facebook and Instagram is not correct, but I can't do anything right now. So let's go back to our course and let's continue. Okay. Yes, so the SQL is used to query tables, to query databases. So it's a query language, but R is a programming language. Python is a programming language. So the tools that you are going to be used is has you have two questions to answer. The one is, which one are you familiar with and you can use it best, and then is there a recommendation, maybe the company you are working with, or the people you are going to target or you are going to speak to, or whatever the project or whatever the data is all about. You need to you want to they require a specific they require specific tools from you to use it to build whatever it is, either dashboard or whatever. So that becomes your what you should look out for. Okay, did I answer your question, Mary?
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
Okay, so a query language, SQL is a query language. It's not a program. Is it a programming language? Anyway, let's not go into that debate. Okay, so let's talk about common visualization mistake to avoid. Number one, avoid misleading axis scale to prevent confusion. Okay, so when you are labeling, like what we did yesterday, we did not label the axis. The visualization was just simple. Okay, so we couldn't check the axis and others. All right, so you must avoid misleading axis scales to prevent confusion. Okay, so know where your x-axis is, know where your y-axis is, and know why or what is happening there. Okay, so don't just put anything. Avoid misleading axis scales. All right, then refrain from cluttered or overlay complex designs. Okay, so don't use cluttered or overlay complex design. We've said this before. Use a simple, easy to understand design so that you can communicate data very well. All right, then don't use inappropriate chart type for your data. The data you like with that's why we first talk about different type of charts. Okay, so pie chart, line graph, okay, heat map. Know where to use them. Okay, know where to appropriately use them. Don't just assume they should be used for this because this is this. No. Okay, so understand where to use different type of charts for your data. All right, that way you communicate well, you carry everybody along. All right, then always provide context so that it is fully understood. Okay, always provide what? Provide context so that it is fully understood. If you are speaking from the perspective, let's say you are analyzing let's say demand, for example. Okay, let's say in terms of food demand, and then the particular food demand, and you are looking at which region or which area in Nigeria or a particular state demands that food more. So you should always provide context. Okay, don't just say because they are in a rainforest. No. Okay, so there should be a context so that your data is well understood. All right, then lastly, carefully choose colors to ensure accessibility. What is accessibility? A blind man should be able to see a blind man, no, not a blind man, sorry. All right, somebody with an eye impairment that see half. Let's say I recently discovered that people see in 10%, in 20%, and in 50%. They don't see 100%. But then, so let's say you have people that don't that have issue with brightness, people that have short-sightedness or long-sightedness, people that have that don't see clearly. Okay, so when you are choosing your chart and designing and choosing color, you must consider them. Even as a back-end engineer, front-end engineer, there is accessibility for you. You must understand how a blind person can use your application. The same way you must consider how somebody who does not see very well can make use of your chart, your data. All right? Is that point cleared?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Do you know you are the best? All right, so let's continue. Now, what does it mean to become a data visualization expert? It takes practice. It takes practice. Okay, practice. Okay, there was this girl that came, I think in December ending, December 20 something or so. So she downloaded, Ope gives you a PDF containing all your transactions for the year. So she got that PDF and used her data science, skills to analyze her spending habit. Are you with me? And then there was a visualization that she shared online, and people were so giving her accolade. And after her, some other persons were also trying. Okay, so practice by working with real world data set. Take online courses like my 12 weeks data science career accelerator program. Okay, so build new skill, experiment with different tools, study successful data storytelling. Okay, and refine your visualization skill to become an expert. So it's not a day job, it's not something you become in a day. Okay, you have to do it over and over and over. All right, if you are listening to me on YouTube, please kindly like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you. And so for you to become a data visualization, data analysis expert, always practice with real world data. Okay, it goes a long way to strengthen your knowledge, your understanding, your skills. And this is the end of the class. All right, so now I can't end this class without telling you about my 12-week Python career accelerator program. So this is where I will take you from the beginning to intermediate. All right, whether you've written a line of code before or not, or whether you don't even understand what a chart mean, even while I was talking and you were nodding your head, my 12 weeks is for you. This is where I will explain what it means to be a data engineer, to be a data analyst. Okay, I'll show you the nitty-gritty. All right, so please, I've already reduced, for those of you that are on this call right now, I've already given you a discount. Okay, so from the real actual price, because all of you that are here have been following me right from day one to this very moment, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I am really looking forward to seeing you in that 12 weeks where you change your career, you change who you are right now to what you want to become, and I promise you won't regret it. All right, so please don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's going to be impactful. It comes with so much that you will be career ready. Yeah, so and part of the reason why I added LinkedIn optimization to this free 1 week class is because I want you to see what it means to optimize your LinkedIn, and then for recruiters to see your work. And from what I've done yesterday, and even from the beginning, you can see that whatever we are going to do will be real world project. Okay, it's not going to be assumption, and it's a cohort. Okay, so we have people that have already registered. Okay, once we are complete, we are moving, we are going. All right, and we wait for no one. You can join us when your money is ready. Okay, so that is it. And I'm ready to take questions and entertain questions. Any questions? Does anybody have question? Oh, Grant.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Please, I would like to know during the 12 weeks career, what will be the means of of how would it be the platform will be like? I mean,
I don't
are
understand.
we going to have it like this? Like
Yeah,
the
so
timing?
yeah, so it's going to be a a dedicated workspace. So it's going to be a dedicated workspace. It's not going to be like this. Okay, so it's not going to be. We may use what's it called, Zoom, or this live this one that we are using now, Google Meet. But you can be rest assured that everything has been put in place to make it effective. So and if you miss the class, the recording will be there for you. So put that into consideration. The recording is there. You can go to the drive or go to the Google go to the folder and access it, because we are not going to make it accessible to everybody. It's only for registered members. So you can always go back there and learn if you don't understand anything. And I will always be available to take your questions. So we'll be having a one-on-one call where you ask me questions where you are having error. We debug together, and after the 12 weeks you are still there. So you are still there with me. Okay, so I won't let you go until you are ready to go. What that means is until you have, how do I speak the English, until you are ready, you have you have gained enough, yes, okay, and you are ready that okay, I can actually push from here. Okay, and what I'm going to give you is enough to push you forward, except you are not ready to move forward. All right, so there will be a one-on-one, a Zoom call, and then access to the recording, so that you can, if you miss the class, and then you can always ask questions, and then there is a community that they are ready to help you. All right, so we have a community that all of you are not in the community. So we have the community where you meet people who are already into these things, and they will help you. All right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
please, but
Okay, go ahead.
I just have one concern about
Okay.
this coding,
Okay.
because when you if you teach,
Yeah.
I would like to want to code as you go ahead.
Sure,
Like,
sure, sure, sure.
yes, so I would like to know the timing, so I'll be free, good, and be able to code, and it's just somehow to know that, like, right now it's not comfortable for me to code because it's quite late,
Yeah.
and
Oh, okay. You are talking about time right now.
the time, yes, 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 to be able to code as you go.
Oh, okay. So now look at it this way. So when people register, like this one now, I choose it 8 p.m. to 9, um because I sorry, okay, yeah, I choose 8 to 10, because this is because you is free. Okay, but when you pay, I ask people to tell me the time they will be available. Okay, and then we choose a time that is comfortable for everyone. So we don't just choose anything that any time that nobody will be available. So we choose time based on the feedback that we get. Okay, so once you register, we will give you a form to fill, and that in that form you tell us how many times you will be available in a week, and then the time you will be available in those weeks. So for example, we say 3 times in a week, you have to choose 3 times or 2 times in a week. Then in those days, what hour will you be available? Once you understand that, we compare it with others and look at it, and then we now pass the information that okay, this is based on the feedback, this is the time that the class will be holding. And just like I said, if you want to code along, there is a possibility that you will need to have access to the recording, which will be available for you. So all I need you to do is just be open to admit that okay, I couldn't make it to the class, and then this is the what I meet, and this is the error I'm having, and sure, I'll jump on the call with you to resolve it and get you settled. Hello? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. That was so
Okay.
understandable.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, we call it a night. Tomorrow we meet again, and then on Friday we call it a wrap. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you again. Good night.